which is again very comfortable play out of Cyril. As we tried to emphasize before, very reactive and macro play out of Cyril. He does all in against Terran, that is true. He's done so against other top Terran players like a Clem, for example. But again, those are more on a case-by-case basis, depending on the opponent, depending on who he's up against. Same with going all in against like Rainer or against Showtime, against Classic, against Hero. He does mix it up, but not in that previous series, not against Kira. GG. GG, well played. Here we go. We're getting to our next matchup, our fresh best of 3, and spawning in the bottom hand corner of White Rabbits, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Virtus Pro. It is Classic. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the red Protoss player, the South Korean Protoss representing Team Vitality. It is Zoun. Here we go. Coming into this matchup here, it's going to be an interesting one. Classic, he is known for proxy robo. He's very known for proxy robo in PvP. He's very fond of it. He does mix it in very often in series. Meanwhile, Zoun is hyper aggressive as well. We expect this to be a short matchup, to be honest. There's a chance that we might just calm down and build up into the mid game. It's going to be a rare thing to occur, but it definitely could happen. Zoun, if you recall, he's also a very chaotic player. He's infamous for most recently in the most recent GSL did cannon rush the hell out of Hero. Did cannon rush in PvP, and again that was last year. So again, Zoun can be very chaotic in his own right, can be very aggressive in his own right as well. Speaking of, the probe does veer off towards the left hand side, and it looks like we are hiding a pylon. Hello. Both players are. Okay, proxy pylon at a Zoun, proxy pylon at a oh, never mind. Initially Classic, he was rallied here towards the forward base location, but no, never mind, he's going in for the scout instead. Zoun is proxying. This location looks like a proxy Stargate, but we'll keep an eye on Zoun. Meanwhile, Classic, he checks the natural and then veers off towards the left hand side. He should be throwing down his own pylon. No, second pylon back at home. Okay, interesting. So proxy Stargate at Zoun, as we expected. This is close by air. Classic is going for a delayed scout into the main. Interesting. I mean, he sees no setup on the low ground. True. Now poking up. Defensive robo. He does confirm that a pylon is missing. And Classic, he's going for a very strong reaction. He's getting his third pylon in the main base and his robo as well. Basically, Classic, he's preparing here for a one base all in. He's preparing for a proxy robo or proxy gateway, not for a Stargate though. Does he scout? No. He doesn't see the expansion. Ooh, okay, so basically Classic is overreacting. He believes it's an all-in. It is not, and Classic, he himself may be forced into an all-in to react as a result of this. Yeah, there we go. Third gateway's on the way. Prism as well. One base all in at a Classic. Stargate gets scouted. Big scout here by Classic. He does find the pylon. He does find the proxy. He knows. He now knows. Zoun likewise shades in. Zoun did not see the robo, but he knows he's been scouted. Defensive robo out of Zoun. Good call. Getting his own defensive robo. And things are looking rough here for Classic. Things are looking rough. The pressure is on. So Prism does move out across the map. Classic dipping into the main. Chill Depths taking one-shot probes. At the same time, the Oracle does make its way across the map, but there is a battery in position. Stalkers as well. The battery isn't quite done yet, which is a little bit concerning. So I'm going for the stasis. No reaction. Ooh, no reaction. Half the mineral line gets caught out. A Classic focusing elsewhere. Prism gets turned away. And again, Classic, he is struggling here. Oracle back into the main base, getting ready for another stasis. Oh, this time we do react. No! Oh my god, that was close. That was very close. Second stasis is dealt with. But last, I'm still concerned here for Classic. He commits in, he will bring down the natural, which does not matter. Then first immortal's already out for Zoun. He has his immortal. Getting another gateway in preparation of losing one. So the War Prism is on the way. Nice force field, but last we can pick up. The counter micro. And Classic expands. He's going to try to macro out of this. He's trying to macro. Classic still does threaten the dive. Eventually, Zoun will break out. As he's building up to 2 immortals. Classic getting his own back at home. He's building up his own. Zoun going for his own prism drop. That is risky. The Oracle's still alive. Does scout the robo. Does scout the expansion. It's go time. Classic, he does spot the move out. He has the Observer. Observer's in position. Does spot the main army. Back at home, we have batteries on the way. Getting 1, 2, 3 shield batteries. And some force fields. That's a lot of sentries. Classic, he can hold. He has potential here. He's getting a second immortal as well. Yeah, he's going to be even on immortals. It'll come down to the force fields. It'll come down to the engagement. The force fields on the War Prism micro. Let's go. Army supplies are neck and neck. Prism is zoned away. Force fields that look down some of the sentries. Nice save. Ooh, losing one, losing a stalker, and just the one stalker so far. So nice save out of Zoun. That could have been a lot worse. Last both players that still have force fields. They're still ready. From here, pushing forward. Shields are triggered. Not too fond of that. Taking a lot of hold damage on the first immortal. And remember, the longer this game goes on, the better it's going to be for Classic. Does have that natural. As Clash does catch out a Sentry. Sentry and Adept. Yeah, late reactions out of Zoun. Does have the better concave initially. But Classic is breaking out. He is breaking out. He has more force fields. He looks down the immortal, gets one. And Zanny pulls away. GG gets caught. He fails to break the natural in Classic. He will take game number 1. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Again, it was a shaky start for Classic. It was definitely very shaky there to have a hard time expanding, have a hard time controlling his own economy, and also misreading the build as well. But he was able to move out across the map, contain his opponents, and get his own natural. And again, the longer the game went on, it was better for Classic. Classic was on 2 bases. He had the better economy, just had to survive. Just had to defend. GG. Got some really nice force fields and some nice micro there out of Classic, and with that, Classic is 1 game away from claiming the series. We'll see if Zoun can recover. Let's go. We'll see if he can recover. As we're getting into game number 2 and spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Winter Madness, we have the South Green Protoss player. We have the Blue Protoss for Team Protoss Pro. It is a Classic. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss player, the Red Protoss for Team Vitality. It is Zoun. Here we go. So we are going to be settling in. And we had a very chaotic back and forth in the early game, or just game 1. Very chaotic. Classic reacting to an all-in that didn't exist, getting to his own all-in, and not really achieving much damage, but forcing one-base play out of Zoun, and forcing an all-in eventually out of the Red Protoss. And she did force it. So from here we have our 2-gate openers, 2-gate opener at a Zoun, 2-gate opener at a Classic. Everything's looking normal so far. Classic does veer off towards the right hand side. Hello. Once again does hide his probe here on the right hand side, and this time committing to his own proxy pylon. Okay, so proxy out of Classic is going to be his turn to 1-base all in. I mean, I say his turn, we took turns last game. Assuming that Classic makes use of the pylon. Yep, does come back around. Pylon's finishing up. Cyber core is still a couple of seconds away. And there's a prime location for a proxy Robo. For a Robo 1-base all in. If that is, Robo's on the way. We mentioned at the start of the series that Classic is very fond of proxy Robo. And we're seeing it here in game 2. Now, Zoun, he scouts. Zoun confirms that a pylon is missing, so he's looking for it. You can see here that Zoun is scouting bottom left. And he's scouting top right. Ooh, and will he see? I don't think he will. Yeah, he's too far out. He's too far. He's hugging the edge of the map, and he will miss the scout. He will barely miss the proxy. Ay, ay, ay. Zoun. He was so close. So close, papi. Oh. Does double back around. Back at home, he's being pylon blocked. Low ground pylon as well. Oof. Yeah, that pylon is exposed. Zoun is still searching. Behind this, going for a Twilight Council. Interesting. Twilight Council on base, getting into 1-base blink. I do favor Classic coming into this. Zoun is going for his own 1-base all in. So building up to 3 gateways, building up the blink. Classic should be able to engage first before blink is done. Question is, how much damage can he achieve? As here comes Classic. Catching up a pylon. Now Zoun is fully aware. He throws out a wall of shield batteries. Jesus. He's trying to hold on. But again, fighting back against Immortals with purely Stalkers, it's going to be difficult here. Oh, nice. Oh, the force field locks down one of the Stalkers. A massive catch. Gets one. Takes out a sentry as well. Zoun did overextend. And with that, Zoun has had a rough start here. And this may just be too much. The wall is broken. An Epsay busts into the mineral line. Zoun, he has to react to it. He has to respond. Oh, gets a volley off on the Prism. Prism is low. Does have another force field. See if we can make use of the choke point. So far, not quite. Depowers all the production. We have one more gateway behind this, warping in 1 unit at a time. Blink is now done. The voids are being pulled. Oh my god, he does dive in. Prism goes down. Immortal goes down as well, but he loses so much in the process. And in the end, Classic, he has done it. He breaks through the economy, breaks through the main army as well. There's still one Immortal, and there's another rallying in. The boys, they're coming. Oh my god. Yeah, it does wing forward. It does focus on the Immortal just barely, but it's going to cost him everything. He's down to 1 Stalker, down to 0. The Immortal survives. No shot. GG gets called. The Immortal lives. And Classic will claim the series 2-0, advancing on to the decider match. GG. Ay, ay, ay. GG, well played. As again, Zoun, unfortunately, he rolled the dice a little bit himself. He did not scout the proxy, he did not confirm the 1-base all in, and instead he did go for the low ground pylon in towards 1-base blink Stalkers, which is not ideal defensively. You can be aggressive with it, and you can try to shut down, say, proxy Stargate, for example, or like a fake proxy, but a committed actual 1-base all in, and Zoun couldn't quite keep up. Could not quite keep up. GG, well played. With that, congratulations. Classic will claim the series. He will advance on, and we have 1 series left here tonight. Oh boy. Una más, papi. Una más. Una más.